Hey everyone, Josh here with a look at another Star Wars toy. And today we're looking at a 3-figure set from Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. A while back they used to sell figures in these 3-figure sets, and what they were doing is trying to sell them in sets that recreated famous scenes from the movie. And if you're at all familiar with the Phantom Menace, I'm sure you recognize this. This is from the scene towards the beginning of the movie when we first meet Anakin, and Jar Jar tries to steal some food, and it hits Sebulba in the face, and then Sebulba gets angry and comes up and threatens Jar Jar, and Anakin comes to defend him. And this figure set is supposed to give you the ability to recreate that with your action figures. And if you look real quick here, I actually have one still in the box. So, oops, I knocked Sebulba over. But if you look, here's what it looks like in the box. And so you would buy the set, and it comes with a little plastic base that you can stand all the figures on. That looks like a desert floor. And you can see here it comes with a ComTech chip. And what these were little chips that you had to have a reader for. The reader, here's what the reader looked like. And you could scan the chip over the little reader, and it says lines from the movie. And there you can see the lines that they said. It's all Sebulba language, so he's doing most of the reading if you take this one apart and use the ComTech chip. But anyway, here's the box. So when you would open the box, what you're going to get on the inside is you have 3 figures that come with the set, and they all are removable from the base. You just pop them off. And so when you would open the packaging, what you have is you have this big picture in the back that's supposed to be the background of the display. And so what you would do is take the packaging apart, and you actually have to cut the cardboard out, and it's a background for the figures. And so here's what it looks like when you take it out, and it's literally part of the packaging. You can actually see the holes where they wired the figures in, and you know, there's nothing on the back. It's just the packaging from the figures. So you cut this out, and there's a little line you follow, and you cut it out, and then if you look at the base, you'll see there's a little line cut out in the base, and you insert the cardboard into that line, and then you have your background. And if we look at the base a little closer, you'll see it's supposed to look like the desert floor, and you can see all the footprints and everything. And right here and here and here are the little pegs that hold the figures. So there's little holes on the bottom of their feet, and you put the hole over the peg, and you just push until they stick. And you'll see, if you look real close, each peg has footprints in it for the particular character. So this little footprint is Anakin's. If you look close, you can see Jar Jar's footprint there, and it's really faint, but you can also see Sebulba's footprint right here, and here's the other one. So you know, in case you throw the packaging away or you open it, you always can remember where each figure went in what order. And so here's what Sebulba looks like up close. And he actually is not wearing his race gear, so this is kind of a unique figure. And he's holding the little frog type creature that Jar Jar flung in his face. And it does come out of his hands. You just pull it out, and it's a little flexible rubber frog creature. Doesn't do anything. And this is the only accessory in this playset, or the 3-figure set. And you can look at Sebulba, and like I said, this is one of the few figures you can get of him where he's not wearing race gear. So his face is mostly covered. But you'll look here, and he's got shoulder movement, head movement, and hip movement. And as you know, he uses his arms for his feet and his feet for his hands. So I'm not sure if these are technically his hands and these are his feet, but you see what I'm saying. So then next you would have Jar Jar. Here's what the Jar Jar figure looked like. Let's see if I can get the camera to focus on him here. There we go. And here's what Jar Jar looks like up close. And this guy does move as well. He's got head movement, a little bit, waist movement. He moves at the shoulder on both arms. Only thing is his arms are locked in that position, so he's always going to have a bent elbow and a stretched out arm like that. He does move at the waist and the hips, but he's got this little flap from his clothing hanging down, so he's kind of tough to get this guy in a vehicle or something like that. But there's your Jar Jar figure. Oh, come on, buddy. And finally, here is a close-up of the Anakin figure. I get this thing to focus, and he's a basic figure as well. You got head, shoulder, waist, and hip movement. So there's the basic movements of the figure there. And he didn't come with any accessories, but he's got one of his hands is kind of in a, he's got a pointed finger, and it looks like you could maybe put an accessory in this hand. He's got kind of a little, looks like he's trying to grip something, and his other hand really serves no function. It's just kind of in an open palm position. But so if you wanted to put something in his hand, I think maybe this hand would hold something. But other than that, let's see if we can get this thing put back together. So first we're going to reinsert the cardboard background. Okay, and then put Anakin in his footprints. And the figures really stay on here pretty well. So if you do purchase this and you decide you want to open it, just maybe display it at your house or your room or whatever. They stay on there fairly well. So Boba stays in position very well too. So there he is. And then of course finally we want to stick Jar Jar on there. And there you have it, everyone. There is your Mos Espa encounter from Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, 3-figure set. And thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.